Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tarot Talk Live. My name is Catherine, everybody. I'm the host of the channel, and welcome to another episode of Conspiracy Theories. And we are going to get into a short version, all right, Conspiracy Theory. I believe this is episode number 21. All right. And if you go to our main deep dives, that is a similar thing, but this is just a condensed version. Okay. We're just focusing on a couple of questions, and then we're going to do another short later in the day. But the first question, and I've just been doing some brainstorming, so excuse me here. Okay. So the first question, and you all see the caption, you saw the title, you obviously know where we're going with this. But it's a real question that we need to beg ourselves to ask. Is the current administration trying to ruin us? On purpose? Is there a social elite class that are involved in a bigger picture scheme behind the curtain? And when I talk about behind the curtain, I mean your girl's been doing a lot of research, okay? And this is the channel where I do my deep dives, okay? So we talk about anything and just about anything and everything. All right, no holds barred. But this discussion that we're about to get into on today, and I'm gonna be doing a bunch of shorts and a couple of deep dives into this. So please look out for that. And please make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Please, you guys, hit that subscribe button for me. And also help us get to our goal of 100 subscribers. There will be a giveaway and a live watch event. I will be doing some giveaways of readings. So if you would like to be entered in your chance to win a free reading, please put a heart in the comment section. I will also be doing some giveaways during that event as well. So make sure your notifications are set to all, because we are almost at our goal, you guys. We are almost there. I think we're like 9 away from our goal. I'm excited. So I knew we would do it, and I knew we could do it, and we will. So please help us reach that goal, you guys. And stay tuned, okay? Because the watch party is coming. There will be lots of questions. We'll be doing some live questions and some live readings. We'll be doing some tarot trivia. We'll be having a lot of fun, okay? So set your notifications on all so you can be notified when all of the readings are posting, so that you can also put a heart in the comments of every reading, and that will get your name entered multiple times, okay? So it's unlimited chances to enter and unlimited chances to win. Once we reach 100 subscribers, I will be doing a monthly giveaway and a monthly drawing. So stay tuned. And make sure that you guys are going into the comments and putting your hearts, yellow heart, any kind of heart, honestly, or hashtag win in the comment section, but I prefer a yellow heart. And and we'll go from there. All right. So we're going to do a deep dive because there have been so many theories about government ties to dark forces, non-human forces, and when I say government, I mean the shadow portion of the government. Okay? The government that is controlling the government. Okay? So there have been talks, right? So, I mean, we can have our current events deep dive and we can talk about politics and we can talk about, rainbows and sunshine on any day. But on today, this conspiracy theory is about to go left. And I mean far, far left. So, do these shadow governments exist? And if they exist, who are they and where do they come from? Okay. I'm going to write this down. Okay. Do they run the acting government? Okay. If so, who are they? Where did they come from? Okay. Just as simple as that. We're going to start with the first question. Do shadow governments exist? And we are going to start with the Beach Time Soul Oracle. One of my favorites. It's a little very well loved and used. How about that? Do they exist? Okay, let's just see what comes out. And I'm going to not hold all the cards at once because it's too much strain on my hands. Doctor wants me to come back in for another follow-up visit next week. And that's when I'm going to get my sutures out. I couldn't get them out yet. I knew my hand was in like a lot of pain, you guys. So it's just not healing as quickly as I would like it to. And it actually felt like it was kind of starting to get infected because I've been scratching it a lot. So I don't know. But I am going next week and I will have my sutures out on Wednesday. So I will likely be back in action as of the second week of June. So I will start doing readings again, probably on the 8th. Okay. Or the weekend before, just depends. The 8th or the 9th. Okay. All right. So those cards are all in the reverse here. Okay. So we have Paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. In the reverse, we have soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. This is in the reverse. Engagement ring in the reverse. Interesting, you guys. Again, engagement, partnership, commitment, listen, union. This is in the reverse. Both of these cards. Interesting, right? And then we got separation in the reverse. So interesting. Interesting. So unsure of the future. Separation. So this is all about a coming together, but there is no soul contract or there is no union, right? So there's an energy of oneness. Let's see what's under the deck. The golden mirror, a one-sided relationship. That's exactly what I'm saying. So this is an energy of there is a government behind the government, but they don't commingle, is what I'm trying to say. They basically, so what I'm, from what I know, from the research that I have done, and from what I have seen, it has been said that the shadow governments that are behind the actual governments are the ones that are not of this world, shall I say, and of other forces. And those are the ones that tell our actors or acting government officials exactly what it is they are, can, and can't do, and are not to be doing. Okay? From what I have seen and gathered, and I'm still gathering and seeing. Okay? And so this is a situation where you got powerful powers that are telling actors and players that are in agreement because their lives are on the line what they can do and what they can't do. And these people have this contract to do it, but they're working together, but they're not together. Does that make sense? One-sided relationship, self-absorbed narcissist and love bombing. And guess what? It says be lighthearted and finding out the truth or things coming to light, adapting, changing, and healing. This is what we don't see behind the scenes. This is a one-sided situation. They are being controlled. Things will come to light. I feel like things will be coming to light. Outdated thinking, conditioning. See, cassette. It's like an energy of someone who's just playing a cassette. Like these are actors. The actual government that you're looking at is really like a cassette tape of what the powers that be behind the curtains have played for them, right? They've played it out for them. We have keys on a ring, many options and decisions. See, there's decision makers behind the scenes, people making decisions that are really telling these people what to do. Do you see what I'm saying? They're running the runners, or what we think are the runners of the country, are not really the runners. They're the ones that are doing the running. Okay. There are people behind the scenes that are giving the real orders, because underneath all of this was this, the hammer. This is an energy of someone who has the ability to end things once and for all. And they don't want to sabotage or mess this situation up. They don't want to get in the way of this, right? We have abundance, we have not today, and we have karmic relationships. So once again, like I said, this person knows that these people behind the scenes can cause and create an abundance of havoc. And with not today and karmic relationship, they know they don't want to mess with these people. They don't. Okay. So there's one angle. So let's look at the tarot messages. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Do shadow governments exist? Do they run the acting government? Do shadow governments exist? So basically, if they do, that means yes, they are running the acting government. Do shadow governments exist? Oh wow, you guys. I'm done. I'm not done, but do you see what just fell out here? There are cards behind it. This is all about something hidden that you cannot see, and we have the devil energy here. This is all about an oppressor. This is also a snake, an entity, power that is from the lower realm, a lower power. Someone who has someone in bondage, and this is an active bondage here, and they are creating separation. Do you see how they're not touching? See, they're connected, however, but they're not touching. See what I'm saying? They're not connected. There's a separation, but they're bound. They're bound to this one. So they're actors that are bound. And when you talk about the government, we typically are talking about two sides, right? Right? What else do we have here? Two of Swords, decisions being made, but they're hidden decisions, and it's still happening. There are things that we cannot see. This is going off of the card here, right? So these swords, these decisions that are being made, are some of them you can see, they're in your face. Some of them you cannot. The Six of Swords. This is an energy of someone who is moving away or getting away from a situation or trying to get away from something. Separation, trying to separate. There's a degree of separation because if this is revealed, right? If people were able to actually see this, none of the other things would be able to go well, right? Because they would be revealed, right? So there's separation. We have the Ace of Wands, separating or moving away from their actions and a level of separation from what they are actually acting for. This is all about your passions. What ignites you? What causes you to do what you do? This. Do you see? We have the Page of Cups next. Interesting, this Page of Cups, because this is all about someone who is really kind of focused on other things, right? They're focused on this cup, right? And what's in the cup and who they're offering it to. You know, they're dressed ornately. So they're just, their head is in the clouds. They're thinking about other things, right? Being caught off guard is what I'm getting. A message, however, is being sent, right? Of innocence. I don't have a clue. This is new to me. I don't have any idea as to what's happening. They're acting as though they have no idea. There's a level of separation, separating themselves from the truth. Look, we have Judgment. See, this is all about awakening and being looked at. This is all about a reckoning. But this also is an indication of being caught off guard because Judgment Day is coming. And they only have so much time to wreak so much havoc. Their job, their purpose is to confuse the people and to turn them away from the ways that were decreed upon the land, the ways of God. Period. Point blank. Once it's God is removed from the earth, the name of God, all of that, once certain countries no longer exist, it's all about principles, y'all. It's all about symbols. What does it symbolize? Don't get caught up in the fact that you have people that are being disobedient and not doing humane things, right? Don't get caught up in that. Get caught up in the bigger picture. What's behind it all, right? Why is all of this being fed and the fires being fanned? Okay, so bigger pictures to ask, but I feel that there's going to be an element of being caught off guard because there's going to be a reckoning. This speaks of a reckoning, but this also speaks of someone who's trying to separate themselves from being judged if this ever was to get out. So here's the next question. Let's look under the deck first. So we have the Two of Wands. Okay. Now, this is a doorway. This represents a doorway. But it's you don't see anything else. There's no framing. There's nothing else there to indicate that that would be a door to anyone. But this person is clearly standing here and they're holding the world or globe or indication of the planet in their hands. This indicates, for me, a portal or an entryway. Under the deck, what you can't see behind the scenes. The shadow government that has entered from a portal, entering into the next question, which I'm going to pull some oracle messages for. But if so, who are they and where did they come from? Was the final portion of the question that we asked y'all. And there's the answer. They came through a portal, a doorway from another realm, an opening. I've got a lot more to tell you about portals, openings, and doorways, and also about a remote viewing that I did when I was able to, astral project. Only this was, like I say, this was literally a very, like, I didn't purposefully do this. This was a spiritual thing that took place. You guys, part of my gift that I, am blessed with is the ability to see things and be shown things that are coming or that are going to happen. And I mean, I can't at this point, I don't call it psychic. I just call it, I have been touched by an angel, which was my son who passed away before he turned 6 years old. His name was Kavion Jewel, very beautiful. I have his pictures in a lot of my previous readings because it used to sit there on my table. But that's my angel. And he came back to visit me after he passed. I also went to his rest where he would be, to paradise, which is interesting that this card has come out, the first card that came out, you guys. And I didn't even think I was going to be talking about this subject right now, but here we are. So that's deep, but here we are. Nothing happens by mistake. The fact that I'm mentioning his name, this is a very blessed reading, and I'm very thankful and, appreciative to even be able to speak on him or of him. However, back to him, after he passed away, before he passed away, I was able to see where he would be, was comforted by that, and shown where I would, be back or have to meet him again, right? Go there to meet him. So that happened. He passed away. After he passed away, on his birthday of that year, a couple months later, he came to visit me. He was inside of a bubble. He was letting me know he was good. After that, I started being flooded with experiences, visions, dreams, you name it, things that ended up happening, diagnosis of, illnesses that actually came to pass, very specific on who the people were, the exact people. And I actually told people about this before it happened, before anybody knew, before the people even knew, likely, because it was a year prior to us finding out that this happened. So, y'all, I know that the gift is the gift, and I know that the thing does what it does. So I don't question that. I don't question who God is. Okay? Back to that and back to this. I was shown in one of the astral remote viewing. And it was an literally astral projecting through the air. But I was shown by an angel the map of the earth. Very interesting. And I was also shown a location in the United States where above this location, now that I'm looking at things and looking at everything, that is likely an access point or a portal. So there are portals where things can enter through our atmosphere, and bodies, I don't know whether it's spiritual or of a lower realm, may enter, or other realms. Wouldn't this be that? What we cannot see? Wouldn't this be directly where they're coming from or where they came from, which is the question that I asked? Where did they come from? Through a portal. What's the next card? My God, today. I cannot. Oh, I'm done with this reading, y'all. Ooh, I'm about to log off because this energy is so real and true. And this is a short, but this is the chariot. You remember Ezekiel saw the wheel in the Bible? They came in the sky on chariots, or it appeared to be a chariot in the sky. And this is a chariot in the sky. This is a chariot coming through a portal. Whether it's an angel from the higher realm or a lower realm, I believe we have both. I believe there is a battle going on. And I believe that there are things that are going to be revealed that, like I say, Socrates didn't think that we would be able to handle. Okay? And if you don't know what I mean by that, just go do your research. I challenge you to it. But we'll come back and do a deep dive. Interesting. Do you know what this means? The Five of Pentacles, before I really shut it down, y'all, because I can't right now. The Five of Pentacles represents abandoning a situation, but it also has another word that I use a lot. Alienation. Alienation. Alienate. When you abandon or walk away from a situation. Alienate. Something from out of this world. Another card that indicates rest, sleeping, the outside. You have those that are on the outside and this person that is on the inside. So the outside, alienation, outside, coming from a portal on a chariot. Y'all, I'm done. I hope you enjoy this conspiracy theory shorts. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like and share this message, you guys. I want this channel to go viral. We need to really, really bump up the subscribership and get the word out there, because like I say, I don't question any of this. I'm just doing what I was told. I was told that I need to share this message with the people, as many people as will listen, because there is more. I'm going to be doing a deep dive. I did a research paper when I took world religion some years ago in college, when I went to Maryville University, and I got an A, okay, by the way, on that paper. But it was about the book of Jeremiah. We'll be talking about that and doing a deep dive on this channel. So please make sure you guys are subscribed. All right. There's other stories, other readings that I do besides conspiracy theories. So I will be doing that, but I've really been caught up in Nancy Guthrie and other cases lately, so I have not, excuse me, been able to pull away, but I will be doing some other deep dives coming up really soon because these messages are very pertinent and y'all need to know and you deserve to know. Okay. We're going to end this, and I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be back with the deeper dive on this topic. I love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you on the next conspiracy theory. Bye.